From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
On two, ready? 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Tate. 11 Thomas.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Burrow on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
11.
First down. Here's Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at the 34. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Jackson looking to throw on third. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The defense has always talked about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you. 2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So on fourth down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses. Without
a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken around the 12. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Bulldozes past him. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Another carry for Pierce. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Jackson on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, he picked it in the end zone. They're glad he brought it out all the way across midfield into enemy territory.
And don't think for a second that some teammates didn't tell him to stay in the end zone, right? What he did there, to me, was the equivalent of baseball, running through the third base coach's signal to stop at third. And
it's only good if you're safe.
And he ended up, to me, this counts as safe. That's a great return.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
11 Thomas, 11 MT, 11 MT. Here we go.
Now Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
2nd and 10.
11. 11 MT, Kate. 11 MT.
Burrow will throw. He'll complete this one to Watson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Burrow looking to pass. And complete once again to Watson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing is Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll work this one out to about the 38. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. Quick throw there is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Here we go.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, the Gophers have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back
11.
with another 1st and 10.
11, Thomas. 11. Stop.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Christian Watson as the 1st half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
12.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone.
Here we go.
But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points?
Gotta go.
I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. In motion left goes Watson. Burrow on play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now Jackson on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Here's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Zadarius Smith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
On second down, here's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On second down, Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
11.
On third down, Burrow. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. Again, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now it's Burrow. Touchdown! A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bengals add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't. If they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go, here we
The Bengals drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's taken in by Watson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
11.
1st down, here's Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
12.
Now Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, 36 yards. And the Bengals are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard
11
line.
Thomas.
Burrow will throw. Rolling to his right. And that is caught. He's got it for the Bengal touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And they'll accept that penalty.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw. That's going deep for Bateman. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Mighty, 11, mighty, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 11, Thomas. MT, 11.
Now Burrow on first down. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Second down and a yard. Burrow looking to pass. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Bengals extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Flowers going to go in motion right. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
I'm wondering.
The Bengals take over first down.
11.
47-yard line.
12. 11.
They go play action with Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
11.
2nd and 12.
11.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
1-1, ready?
And the Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third down and 12. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
12.
Here's Burrow. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
On 2, ready?
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's second and long.
11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
11 empty.
And Burrow going to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
On second down, here's Burrow. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And now they're in the hurry-up.
11.
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, 11 mighty. 12. 11 MT.
In motion left goes Watson.
11. 12.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
They'll take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room.
Pierce has it knocked loose, and the Bengals grab it. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A gain of 5 brings up 7th and
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
the Ravens 15-yard line.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. McPherson on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bengals 26, Ravens 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On third down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Ravens.
Now Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now it's Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
11 MT, tight.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And McPherson on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63, Ravens 7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fighting through. Just bowling over tacklers. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next context.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And now here is another interception. He's on his way. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Here we go.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because...
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. McPherson now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And the Bengals have recovered it. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Play action. It's Jackson. Throw left side taken in by Palmer. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Jackson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Flowers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Again, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Jackson will keep it. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone, and that's exactly what he did there.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
10 yards to go.
Burrow looking to pass. And this will be caught. But the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Hey, we got to go score.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
77. Ravens 15.
And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Jackson's throw there taken in by Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team.